Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the curse of the Bell Witch. This is part 1 of America's most terrifying legend. Let's begin with a quote from author and folklorist William S. Powell. Perhaps the most terrifying story ever recorded in the United States, and that sets the tone for what will become known as America's most terrifying legend. Deep in the quiet countryside of Tennessee lies one of the strangest and most chilling stories in American history, a tale of curses, spirits, and unexplained terror. It's the only haunting officially recorded in U.S. historical documents. This is the legend of the Bell Witch. Are you ready to step into the darkness? As always, this is one scary story. In 1817, in Robeson County, Tennessee, John Bell and his family lived a peaceful life on their rural farm. But everything changed when strange sounds began echoing through the night. Whispers, knocking, constant scratching, and then screaming. Their isolation was absolute. Their nearest neighbors, the Katz family, were an old, childless couple named Richard and Lucy. For years, they lived harmoniously until a property line dispute turned sour. John Bell had expanded his farm's boundaries onto the Katz land, and this festering conflict would soon take a dark turn. One evening, John's daughter, Betsy Bell, heard someone scratching at their door. She opened it to find no one outside. As she closed it, a voice hissed, "I'm coming," and suddenly the scratching grew frantic, as if some unseen presence were clawing to be let inside. Then, as quickly as it started, it stopped. Betsy told her father, but he dismissed it as the wind. Yet that night, the scratching returned, now accompanied by disembodied footsteps, whispers, and incessant shaking. Then the apparition struck. John Bell woke to find his bed shaking violently, and there beside him stood a translucent figure with fiery eyes and hands outstretched. He recoiled in shock, and the specter vanished. These nightly assaults continued, growing more intense. Sometimes she awoke to find scratch marks across her skin, and she wasn't alone. Her brother John also bore unexplained injuries, and even their father had woken up with his face and neck contorted as if in a silent scream. Fear hung heavy in their home. Who or what was attacking them? Why? And how could they escape the horrors that unfolded each night? The haunting of the Bell family became infamous. Its fame spread far and wide, attracting attention from beyond their quiet town. One visitor was Andrew Jackson, a major figure in American politics who would later become president. He witnessed the terror firsthand and was said to have exclaimed, "It's more powerful than I expected." What had he seen? The devil's work, perhaps, the ghost of Kate Batts, some said. You see, many believed the witch was the spirit of Kate Batts, a neighbor who had long coveted the Bell's property. When her pleas for the land were ignored, she allegedly cursed them, unleashing malevolent spirits upon the family. And so the legend grew. Ghost stories are everywhere. And while most captivate our imaginations, the Bell Witch legend stands apart. Backed by official U.S. records, it offers a glimpse into a haunting that not only chilled those who experienced it, but continues to fascinate and terrify those who hear its tale. Imagine being a witness to these horrifying events in the early 19th century Tennessee. How would you explain the inexplicable? Would you attribute it to the supernatural, or seek rational explanations for these unexplainable occurrences? We may never fully comprehend the events that transpired on that fateful night in 1817, but one thing remains clear. The Bell Witch legend is more than just a ghost story. It's a testament to the enduring power of fear, the unknown. It's important to note that the Bell Witch story isn't merely a campfire tale. It has roots in historical accounts that make it a unique entry in the annals of paranormal lore. Several historical books, newspapers, and journals from the period documented the haunting. One such account comes from the National Intelligencer, a prominent newspaper of the time, which carried an article describing the Bell Witch phenomenon. This attention from mainstream sources only added to the mystery, blurring the line between folklore and reality. Now, let's explore the enigmatic character at the heart of this chilling tale, Kate Batts, the alleged source of the Bell Witch's wrath. Kate Batts was more than just a disgruntled neighbor. According to local lore, she harbored deep resentment towards the Bell family. When her attempts to acquire the Bell's land through negotiation failed, she turned to curses and incantations, invoking dark forces to torment her adversaries. This aspect of the story adds a layer of human drama to the narrative, making the witch's motives more understandable, albeit not excusable. In the midst of these chilling occurrences, one detail stands out as particularly intriguing: the physical evidence left behind. The scratches, wounds, and shaken individuals bore witness to the witch's presence, offering tangible proof of the hauntings. These first-hand accounts serve as anchors to the story, grounding it in a reality that's all too human, despite the supernatural elements at play. Now let's shift our focus to a location that's integral to the Bell Witch story: the cave. The Bell Witch Cave, as it's now known, holds a significant place in the lore. It was here, according to legend, that Kate Batts performed her dark rituals, summoning the spirits that plagued the Bell family. Today, the cave stands as a testament to the enduring power of the story. Visitors from around the world come to explore its eerie confines, hoping to catch a glimpse of the paranormal activity that's said to linger there. But what makes the Bell Witch legend truly unique is that it's not confined to the realm of folklore. It has real-world implications. People have reported paranormal experiences within the cave's depths, from hearing disembodied voices to feeling sudden drops in temperature. These modern-day encounters add a layer of complexity to the tale, raising questions about whether the cave holds actual residual haunting energy or whether it's all a product of an overactive imagination. Now let's delve into a topic that's central to understanding the Bell Witch legend: the theories. There are various attempts to explain the haunting, ranging from the rational to the paranormal. One prevalent theory attributes the events to mass hysteria, suggesting that fear and superstition played a significant role in amplifying the Bell family's experiences. Proponents of this view argue that the stress of the haunting drove the family to the brink, causing them to perceive non-existent threats as real. However, this explanation overlooks the physical evidence and the consistency of the family's accounts, leaving some aspects of the story unexplained. Another theory proposes that environmental factors, such as exposure to toxic substances, might have induced hallucinations and misinterpretations of reality. This perspective aligns with the idea that the cave's location near the Bell farm could have played a role in the haunting. Perhaps the soil or the groundwater contained elements that affected the family's mental state. But this theory, too, falls short in explaining the full scope of the Bell Witch legend, leaving many questions unanswered. Now, let's tackle a question that's been pondered by many. Are places like the Bell Witch Cave genuinely haunted? If so, how can these spirits persist for centuries without finding peace? This question delves into the very nature of hauntings and the possibility of locations retaining psychic imprints of past events. The idea that places can hold onto energy, both positive and negative, is a concept that's widely debated in paranormal circles. Some believe that the trauma or intense emotions associated with a particular place can become embedded in its fabric, manifesting as ghostly activity or unexplained phenomena. In the case of the Bell Witch Cave, the alleged site of Kate Batts' dark rituals, it's possible that the energy of her malevolent incantations still lingers. This concept adds a chilling dimension to the legend, suggesting that the cave itself might be a conduit for the witch's power. In conclusion, the Bell Witch legend offers a haunting blend of history, folklore, and the paranormal. By weaving together the historical context, the characters involved, the theories proposed, and the concept of haunted locations, we begin to piece together the enigma of this enduring tale. While we may never fully unravel the mystery of the Bell Witch, its impact on American folklore and our fascination with the supernatural remain undeniable. So, dear viewers, we've journeyed through the chilling narrative of the Bell Witch, exploring its historical roots, the enigmatic witch herself, and the theories that attempt to shed light on the darkness. Now we invite you to join the conversation. What are your thoughts on this haunting legend? Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever experienced anything paranormal? Share your stories and opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this episode and want to continue exploring the realm of the paranormal, please don't forget to subscribe. We have more chilling tales and mysterious legends waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. Until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes open for the unexplained, because the truth is out there.